Hi, hello, good morning. Welcome to today's session. So, in the previous session, we were discussing about French Revolution and about the concept or about the chapter we discussed. So, about social cause. So, in the social cause, so French society was mainly divided into three different estates, namely clergy, noble in the first estate and second estate, and businessmen, artisans, peasants, workers, laborers at third estate. Then first two estates, clergy and nobility, so they are given certain privileges by birth, so hence they are given complete exemptions from paying the taxes to the state. Then nobles also enjoyed feudal privileges, which included feudal dues to be collected from the peasants, and church collected its part of share or its part of taxes called tithes from the peasants, and other than tithes, even thyle, a number of other indirect taxes, they are imposed on the third estate people, even on the regular commodities or the regular things which they are using in their regular life, like salt, tobacco and others. So this is the social condition or social cause. Then economic cause, so due to the rapid increase or the development in the number of people in France, it got increased to 28 millions from 23 millions in 1789. So this increased population in France gave rise for acute shortage in food grains, and most of the people in France, they are employed as workers, laborers in different workshops or different working stations, and their work was mainly as per the fixed wages. And because of their fixed wage and because of increased rate of food grains, so these workers, they felt difficult to balance the economic condition of their regular life. So this made people to struggle to lead normal life in their regular society or normal life. Then political cause, Louis XVI, he was declared or he became the king of France, and during his reign or during his time of rule, he involved completely in long years of war. So because of that, most of the treasury, it got expensed to maintain military troops, army, arms and weapons or equipments. Then Louis XVI, he encouraged or he supported for 13 American colonies to gain their independence from their common enemy Britain. So because of supporting these 13 colonies, so he again got 3 million lives extra money to be invested. So these extra money he took from money lenders at the rate of 10% interest. Then this economic instability of King Louis XVI, he was not able to concentrate on regular expenses or expenses which are required for maintaining army, government officers, courts, universities and others. So when he was not able, then he forcibly imposed or he forcibly increased taxes on common people, that is on third estate people. Then after discussing these concepts in previous session, now in today's concept, let us go for discussing the other remaining part. So today's topic is role of middle class in 18th century European society or France society. So 18th century, it was witnessed for the emergence of social groups termed as middle class in France or in European society. So these middle class people may have means and programs to carry out full scale measures to bring a change in social as well as economic order, and being educated they believed that no group should be privileged by birth. So first two estates, that is noble and clergy, so they are given certain privileges by their birth only. So now these group of people, that is middle class people or third estate people, they are arguing, they are struggling in terms of social and economic orders. No groups should be privileged by their birth, Then these group of people earn their wealth through an expanding overseas trade from manufactured goods like woolen, silk, textiles, and different professions like lawyers, administrative officers, and others. So they are even involved in trade, commerce, merchants, and artisans, weavers, and others. Then these group of people, they got inspired by different philosophers like Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Voltaire, then other political philosophers. So these political philosophers, they went with spreading their ideas, spreading their views, spreading their opinions with their or through their writings in books and newspapers. Particularly Montesquieu, he is one of the philosopher. In his book, that is The Spirit of Law, Montesquieu proposed a division of power within the government between the legislative, executive, and judiciary. So power should not be remained constantly in any. It should be distributed, it should be divided among the different organs of the government, that is legislative, executive, and judiciary. Then Jean-Jacques Rousseau, J.J. Rousseau, so in his work, that is social contract theory, or two treatises of government. So So he goes on explaining about how the social group of people should be there in the common society with mutual understanding, mutual accepting, and mutual way of living. So about the different philosophers emerged in middle class, in encouraging or in giving spirit for them to argue about the social, political, economic problems faced by these third estate people in France society, and other information, other concepts about the chapter in the upcoming sessions. So let us end today's session and stay at home, stay safe. Thank you one and all.